pulled up, Junior pulled up to a party that was already going. They wasn't even there, right? When the footage of the whole situation, they wasn't there. They Junior All-Star JR was leaving and they were coming. And the confrontation happened right at the elevator. You know what I'm saying? So it was an orchestrated measure, man. Jay Prince Jr. is a despicable piece of shit. He's a horrible.
Hold on, what Dawgface just said about Jay Prince Jr.? Man, Dawgface is letting it be known, man. These storylines and timelines is not adding up by Jay Prince Jr., man. He sits down with Tony Yayo once again, him and Uncle Murda, and explains everything that's really going on in this situation. But is it true? Is Dawgface knowing what he's talking about? Does he have the receipts? Let's go ahead and jump right into this content, man. Let's see what Dawgface talking about, man. He say Jay Prince Jr. is nothing like his father, man.
He a horrible sucking ass nigga. He is not his father. He is not his father. He's tarnishing the entire image of the whole Rap-A-Lot dynasty empire. That nigga is not his daddy. It's what it is. Everything is spelled out. They trying to play it like, oh, they want JR to make a statement. If he make a statement, it's going to trigger a bigger indictment with Jay Prince Jr. and all the rest of that shit. It is what it is. Motherfucker, you niggas play with it. They got the surveillance footage. They have y'all all talking the whole story that CJR made a mistake. So in his forever quest to try to prove himself, he took to Instagram and he made an Instagram post in which he said that he arrived late at OG 33's party, who was like second, third in command of Never Broke Again.
NBA Youngboy people.
Yeah, he said he made a statement and put it on Instagram, and his daddy made him take it down because all you did was just give him a chronological timeline. All you did is really explain from your perspective what happened, and you finna nail yourself because that shit ain't what happened. And it don't take much. The footage itself contradicts what Junior's original statement was.
Right.
And the statement is that he was moving around throughout the course of his day. He had no idea this was gonna happen. He had no idea that he was gonna see JR, and that he arrived late to a party that was already taking place at Confessions.
Right.
That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? The NBA OG3's birthday party with him and his family, NBA Ron, Dead End, nigga, all them niggas, it was at a restaurant in Houston called Atlantic Ocean.
Hold on.
Right? They were all there. Well, Junior wasn't there, they were there. When they pulled up the Confessions, they all pulled up together. So when Junior said, hey, I arrived late because I had to go to my aunt's birthday party, which was a family affair, and I had to go to physical therapy. So that's why I arrived late with no jury on, and I didn't have regular mob ties, figures, or security with me.
Well, it sounded like Junior knew what was going on. Sounded like he came up there prepared for a scuffle or something, man. He said he ain't had no jury on. That ain't likely for the Jay Prince Jr. You know, he like the flash and stuff, man. But let's keep it going though.
Junior never goes anywhere without security because he ain't going nowhere without no security because he ain't like that. He needs somebody to help him out. He need to help him. He ain't just bopping around that bitch. Even though he's born and raised in Houston, he ain't bopping around that motherfucker by himself because he can't. So that was a statement that he made on Instagram. When you look at the overall footage, especially the parking lot footage, you see them all pull up together. And he said that he came late because he had his aunt's birthday party and because he had physical therapy. The whole incident transpired at 11:30 on April 8th. April 8th was a Wednesday. The restaurant closed. At 12, at midnight. Y'all all got there at 11:30. The footage show y'all all getting there together at 11:30. So there was no party that Junior was late for because Junior and the NBA camp came together. And as JR was leaving.
So that debunks Jay Prince Jr. whole message that he had posted on Instagram, is which what Dawgface is explaining right now, man. Say Jay Prince Jr., bro, and the daddy made him take that post down. Say Jay Prince Jr. timeline is not adding up, man. And Pops know that. Jay Prince Sr., he like, hey, bro, you doing too much, man. You about to get us hemmed up, man. Y'all know that it's already been incidents that's been blamed on J. Prince Jr. Senior don't even be nowhere in the vicinity, but he got to be the one that speaks up every time for his son. Y'all listen up, man. Dawgface about to break it down.
At 11:30, that's when they were coming. So the whole theory and the whole story, he put his foot in his mouth by telling that whole shit like that. And then when the NBA camp talked to academics said he retold the story about he pulled up, Junior pulled up to a party that was already going. They wasn't even there, right? When the footage of the whole situation, they wasn't there. They Junior All-Stars era was leaving and they were coming. And the confrontation happened right at the elevator. You know what I'm saying? So it was an orchestrated measure, man. J. Prince Jr. is a despicable piece of shit. He's a horrible. Can I kiss? No.
Yeah, you can say
okay, he a horrible cocksucking ass nigga. He is not his father. He is not his father. He's tarnishing the entire image of the whole Rap-A-Lot dynasty and empire. That nigga is not his daddy. He a trust fund, baby, trying to be something that he's not.
What the boy, hey, Dawgface is not playing no games with J. Prince Jr., man. He is demanding punishment from the Prince family on J. Prince Jr., man. And they trying to spin the narrative as if not NBA, but All-Star JR say anything to the fit is gonna be his fault. No, man, they shouldn't have put him in this pressure situation like that. Caused him to blast a couple of them boys and put him down, bro. Now he gonna go tell his story. It is what it is, bro. That's just what it's gonna be. That's what I get out of it. But let Dawgface break it down some more.
And that's why he constantly and consistently finds himself in situations like we have right now. It is what it is. The whole, when you look at Duke the Jeweler situation, you look at the Takeoff situation, these guys, speaking of mob ties, right? If it's mob rule in effect, like I told people, man, listen, when it comes to checking in, right? Checking in is not a sucker thing. Checking in really came from the streets. It's a street principle. It ain't about, when I go somewhere, if I come to New York, if I check in with you, if I tap in with you, that's not me being a hoe. It's not me being a coward. It's not me being scared.
But checking in, this how New York niggas look at it. We used to the backdoor situation since we was young. This is New York. Niggas is grimy, bitches spit razors out their mouth, you get cut on the train. This is New York. We been grimy. Yeah. So for us, we never checked in because we not gonna trust nobody. Right. So if I check in, that's how I know you were littles, right? Right. That's my way of, Dawgface is cool, he fuck with my man. Right. But we ain't gonna go to LA and tap in with no Bloods and no Crips like that. Yeah. Niggas are just gonna chill, go to their home.
I feel like that's the quickest way to get back door, let motherfuckers know that you there. That's just me though, man. I ain't in that world that they in right now, but that's just me personal, man. I move in silence, bro. But let's keep it going, man. Let's hope they get back to this J. Prince Jr., man.
Hotel, we might have Blood and Crip friends down the line like G-Unit, but we never really, I check it in as just going to the nice hotel and staying low.
Right, but listen, let's take it down the line for a second. So let's go back to the 5 families in La Cosa Nostra, right? When Lucky Luciano or even Bumpy Johnson, right? When Bumpy Johnson, he always came to Detroit. Madam Sinclair always came to Detroit. The Harlemites always came to Detroit to fuck with the gangsters, the black gangsters in the city of Detroit and Chicago as well, right? When Bumpy and them and Madam came to Detroit, the check-in was just like an acknowledgement. This is my territory, this is my land, I know what's going on here, I know the lay of the land. So when you come here out of respect for you and respect for me, I'm responsible. I can't have something happen to you. So I'm gonna have to explain what happens to you to my niggas from Brooklyn or from Queens or from the 5, but they gonna know what happened.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm responsible for you. So the respect thing, so the check-in thing is not for suckers. It's not for civilians. The check-in thing is for gangsters. If you come to Detroit, you tap in with me, you tap in with Little, we're responsible for you because you a gangster. You come from gangster to cloth. It ain't for just a regular rank and file civilian. If you're a regular rank and file civilian and you have no motion, you have no there, if there's no there to you, then nigga, you can just go to Dairy Queen or go to fucking 31 Flavors, go to Dunkin' Donuts all you want to. But if you come to Detroit, you gotta, out of respect for me, because I'm responsible for you. If something happens to you, the people who know me and you, right, they're gonna look to me to figure out what the fuck happened with murder. They're gonna call it. If something happens to you, if something happened, they're gonna look to me anyway because I'm there. You ain't murder ain't check in, they ain't check in with you. He ain't check in on me, he ain't no sucker shit.
No, I understand.
It is gangster shit. It's for gangsters. It ain't for civilians.
Yeah, but for
some
me,
suckers do check in too, though.
Yeah, they
That's a
do.
fact.
They
Yeah,
do.
some
They
suckers have to check in.
so that's a. See,
It's
it's
a
called.
flip side.
See, I
You know what I'm
fuck with-
saying?
Yeah, 'cause
So,
they do it. They do it for the. See, because it's been everything is watered down. All gangster shit, all street shit.
but
is
my
watered down.
but see, my checking in might be easy because I'm gonna say if we go to Chicago, niggas gonna be like, yo, let's go check out O Block tourists.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm going right to the Waldorf.
Right.
I'm ordering my room service.
That's a
I'm
fact.
kicking it back. I'm
Yeah.
in downtown Chicago. I'm chilling.
Oh, so
If I go to Detroit, I'm gonna be at the Athenaeum Hotel. That's a nice spot, right?
Yeah,
Athenaeum.
In other words, Tony Yayo is not checking in with nobody. He gonna be low key. He not going to no hoods. This is what Tony Yayo saying. Y'all pay
Been
attention.
going there for years.
Yeah.
Chill downtown. Go to M&M spot. Get some good food. Might go to Coney's.
No, you just
But-
violated by saying that shit. You say it. Don't say that shit no more.
What?
Somebody go to Eminem spot.
Yo, that's my
And
brother. I'm
I
going to the
get you, but you
spaghetti
ain't
spot.
going- you ain't
I'm
going- you
going
ain't
to go to
going there.
M&M spot.
No.
I'm
You-
gonna go
next
to
time you come-
yo. Listen, I'm gonna go to
next time
M&M
you
spot.
come-
I'm
next
gonna go
time
to
you- no,
Coney's.
you ain't.
Look, I'm gonna go to Coney's.
Yeah.
Why you say he ain't going there? Why
The
he ain't
spaghetti
going there?
spot. Spaghetti.
What?
I'm gonna go there. M&M, bro.
Hey, what your
That's who blew us
what-
up.
Arms
what
is
your mama
heavy.
teach you
Fuck
about
with
eating
these
motherfucking
weak.
spaghetti?
Huh?
What your mama teach you about eating motherfucking spaghetti? What'd they tell you?
I don't know. I don't know
They
that.
told you don't eat anybody spaghetti. No, when you next time you come, we gonna take you somewhere where it's just like home.
But we're gonna go to M&M spot too and
All's
go to
well.
that too.
That's
Shout to
family.
M&M, shout to
That's-
Shady.
That's family.
They
So-
invite you there too. It's a Detroit thing, man. Pontiac
Nah,
thing.
I ain't going there. The Buffs are the most expensive of the Cartier line.
All right, we're
Right.
gonna
Nah, I know Detroit niggas take they shit serious. Y'all feel like y'all started that, right? You say you started the Cartiers?
Yeah.
We know you the spokesperson for JR, you know, Detroit. We know the whole situation. Talk about that. We know he's in federal custody. We know he got busy. We know it's NBA young boy people and Junior and them. Like, what's going on? Because you the spokesperson. Have you spoken to him?
Yeah, I spoke to him. Yesterday. So, I mean, how far you want me to go into this shit? Let's just give you a brief synopsis of what took place. All-Star JR and
Don't get
Junior.
nobody locked up. No extra people locked up in this motherfucker.
No, only one locked up is All-Star JR. He's the only one locked up.
Got
And
you.
he's locked up, and he was officially charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm. But the amazing thing about it is that you had multiple people who were shot by him, admittedly so, and he's not charged with no crimes of violence. He's not charged with shooting nobody or hurting nobody, none of that kind of shit. He's solely charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm that he recovered during an assault and a robbery of him. That's already in the federal complaint.
Right.
So when you read the federal complaint, it says that he's charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm with nothing else, right? And in the complaint, it articulates the fact that he was the victim of an assault and a robbery because they snatched his change and pulled his watch off his arm. You hear me?
Right.
So that's the craziest.
And what's crazy about that in the victim complaint, they calling the guys that was shot John Doe. That's wild business.
Part about it. The other crazy part about it is that everything that the NBA camp said in response to JR and the world kind of like becoming aware of what took place, everything about that shit, it is what it is. It's a bunch of cats out of Houston, out of Baton Rouge, basically saying the feds snatched him up because they wanted him to make a statement. The statement is in the video. I saw the entire video.
Right.
What the world saw was just a snippet of what happened. I've also saw the restaurant footage from the parking lot showing Jay Prince and
How
the whole.
you got to see all this footage?
Cause we got motherfuckers who in the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? We
Okay.
got chicks who work there. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
alright.
So we got to see all that shit. And JR after the shooting happened, he fled. He dropped the gun. He left it there
Got the
at
fuck on.
the service podium, right? And he walked about that motherfucker, jumped in his car, and got the fuck on. The feds never had the opportunity. Law enforcement, period, local, state, or federal, never had the opportunity to talk to him because he left the gun, just like some mafia shit. Like when you watch the old mafia movies, once you bang a motherfucker, you ain't gotta. They looking for the pistol. You ain't gotta look for it because it's right there.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm taking that strap with me, man. But we gonna end that right there, man. We got Dawgface basically running down Jay Prince Jr. timeline, man. Jay Prince Jr. timeline just ain't seeming to be adding up, bro. And he is going to be the reason why the Prince family go down if they happily just to go down, man. That's just what I'm getting out of this whole push from Dawgface. Dawgface is letting it be known, man. JR stood his ground, bro. And y'all sent them guys at JR. And JR handled business the correct way that any person should from the hood handle their business, bro. Just keeping it real, man. But I want y'all to get in the comment section, though, man, and let me know, man. Y'all think Dawgface got that pressure on the Prince family trying to get, you know what I'm saying, get him a disciplinary action, bro. But besides the feds, bro, because the feds is on them guys. That's what I'm thinking, bro. And you can just hear the energy coming from Texas. They trying to point fingers at All-Star JR. Really, they need to be pointing the finger at J. Prince Jr. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Dawgface hit it on the head with this one right here, man. I don't know, just keeping it real. We're going to call it ball or strike, the Metaverse Umpire. Make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe, and hit that hype button to get this video into the algorithm.